Detroit is the greatest! Straight up light you on fire for a Coney dog right now.
Darren McCarty comes back with Neiman in front of him. McCarty draws. McCarty in. McCarty scores! He makes them a goal! Darren McCarty!
Stafford takes, throws, end zone, Calvin, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
In the air, left field! The Tigers march to the World Series!
Motor City Sports Rant, Detroit Sports Podcast.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Vinny Stubbs. Welcome back. Sitting across from me is the king, Jason Jarvi. Jason, my man, what is going on, brother?
What's up? Episode 16.
Is
We're
it
back.
already 16?
That one other guy, Vito, he was here for 15.
Thank you, Vito.
That dick.
You are a stud.
No, you're great.
You're a stud.
He's a stud. How are you doing, Vinny?
Not good, dude.
You're not good?
No.
Always not good.
No, let me tell you, I bar hopped a lot this weekend.
I thought you were complaining about, I don't want to party.
Yeah. I bounced around from a lot of bars this weekend, and I got to tell you, I have no luck with women.
No luck with women. That's a shame.
I mean, I've been on Brazzers all weekend. And it's crazy because there's this Houston rapper.
Uh-huh.
I guess he listens to the Motor City Sports Rant on DetroitSportsPodcast.com, and I don't know why he wouldn't.
Does he have a theme song for you?
He's made a song for me because he knows about my Brazzer habit. It's a Houston rapper by the name of Cheddar to Connect. Take a listen.
Look at the flick of their wrist. 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 Look at the flick of their wrist.
My goodness gracious, that guy's got talent.
That is amazing.
He's going somewhere with this.
He's got the flick of the wrist.
He's got it.
I don't know how he came up with that.
That guy's a stud, let me tell you. He knows. He knows the struggle and what I'm going through. My goodness gracious, what happened to rap music?
It's you got that right, Vinny. It's rap is it's definitely changed from
When it comes down to you rapping about my masturbation addiction, there's problems in the rap industry.
So there's a lot of stuff going on in sports, but we're not going to start with Tigers and their losing streak. We're not going to start with the Lions. We're not going to start with the NBA Finals. We're going to start with Vinny, your boy, Jim Harbaugh.
Your boy. That's your boy.
Oh my goodness. He's breaking the internet left and right. He's already blown up social media. He broke it yesterday.
Let me get a look at this guy.
Now, I've said on the show before, he's crazy. And he was at one of his football camps yesterday. And this is Friday, yesterday.
Right.
And he decided to hit the field with the players that he was playing with. Decided to play some they called it Peru ball.
Uh-huh.
And he took the field. He had his signature khakis on, Jesus and khakis.
Okay.
He had his Michigan hat on, and he had a bright white shirt on.
Oh my God!
But wait,
is that him?
That's not a shirt.
Oh my God! He's an animal.
That's Jim Harbaugh without a shirt.
He's got bigger titties than me,
dude.
What the hell is that about?
What is he trying to prove?
I don't get it.
Oh my God, look at this guy. What a dick. He's still got his hat on with his shirt off.
Words escape me for this man.
He's a sick human being.
I mean, after seeing the HBO special, how he drinks a lot of milk, how he used to play baseball by himself.
Milk? It looks like he drinks Budweiser every night. It's really cool. Come on, man, stop with that ridiculous shit.
He's the epitome of dad bod. John, how do you feel about a shirtless Jim Harbaugh?
Look at this guy, dude.
The media scrutiny on Harbaugh is so unbelievable, and yet I kind of like a guy that just doesn't care. Sort of like Vinny and you guys just don't care. You throw it out there, and whatever happens, happens. He knows that the intense media scrutiny is out there. He's like, you know what, whatever. I'm going to do what I got to do. But dude needs a tan. My goodness,
dude, he looks like Rocky Dennis from The Mask.
And I'm not going to judge his body because I don't have the best body either. But
you ain't running around your shirt off.
He's the coach of the University of Michigan.
What a prick!
It's just so weird. And I think if he doesn't immediately win, people are gonna get tired of this
that
really
guy
quick.
needs a tan, dude. It's pretty bad.
And this brings up my next point. And John, you'll have to help me out with this answer. And maybe we'll throw it out to our Twitter followers. Who looks better shirtless, Jim Harbaugh or Vinny?
Oh my God, Jim Harbaugh all day long. But we can't put anything on Twitter though, because everybody will start bashing it. Oh my God, I can't believe he's put a word on Twitter. Oh
You never know. I think we got to figure it out. I think by next week we need to figure out who the people want to see shirtless, either Harbaugh or Vinny.
You ain't catching me dead with my shirt off.
Why not?
Because I got titties up the wazoo. You ain't seeing
So
them.
you're saying if you're going to the lake over the summer, you're not going to go to the beach without your shirt off?
Me? Hell no. I've never gone anywhere with my shirt off.
You're not going swimming? You going swimming with a shirt on?
No, yeah. I don't go swimming because I have titties.
Oh, dude. You're missing out.
I've been with my girlfriend for a year and she hasn't even seen my titties. Well, she's just now starting to get like a sneak peek, like a little glance at them. But for the most part,
You
she's
gotta be
not seeing my titties.
You got to be comfortable with your body, man.
No way, dude. I'm so
Dude, I go
insecure.
out there. I'm a large gentleman.
Dude, I'm telling you, look at this. Those are real. Those ain't fake. Look at this. I used to be 240 pounds.
You are grabbing those.
Dude, they're huge.
You used to be 240. What are you now?
190.
That's I commend you for
I
that.
used to be a monster, dude. I used to get drunk every night and drink these Four Locos. And then I would eat like these baked potatoes and put cheese all over them every night, dude, and watch Family Guy. And it got to 240 pounds.
That sounds ridiculous.
Something had to change.
So what's changed then? Is it just the potatoes that you cut out?
I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning now instead of like 2 p.m. I used to wake up at 2 p.m., head straight to the store, get drunk, and just eat potatoes and cheese all day long. It really caught up to me.
Well, I guess that's good for the Motor City Sports Rant.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing it to you. We're talking sports.
Yeah.
Harbaugh shirtless.
Yep.
Don't do it ever again.
Nope.
But let's get into Tigers.
Oh, my. Dude, listen.
They're bad.
Let me tell you something right
it's
now.
a bad streak.
No victories since your guys' last episode.
They're on
What the heck?
pace of the 08 Lions. They lost 8 games in a row.
Yeah, but the difference is they have 162.
Tigers World Series. Tigers World Series.
8 games in a row, and they are oddly similar to the Lions because they keep finding ways to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they've been losing games differently every night. Especially, and I think last night was probably the oddest.
They're not scoring runs.
They load the bases, and who is it? Alex Wilson plunks a guy.
I don't know. Is it Alex Wilson? I don't know who the hell these guys are.
He plunks a guy, and it's a walk-off hit by a pitch.
Oh, my God. Dude, listen to me. You lose to the White Sox, you got to reevaluate your entire roster. Your
They're the
manager,
worst in the Central.
Dave Dombrowski's a dingleberry. He's really showing his true colors now that Jim Leyland's gone. This is his second year without the guy. The bullpen is deteriorated inside and out. My God, no one's hitting right now. Victor Martinez.
No one's hitting.
Victor Martinez is, I don't know where the hell the guy's at. He's probably pumped up an embalming fluid somewhere in the corner. And dude, it is really getting ridiculous. Anibal Sanchez, dude, 3-7 with a 5.69 ERA. 3-7, dude. Not good. Not cool. Stop this ridiculousness. Your bullpen is in shambles, dude. Wow. 28-28. I predicted them to go 500, remember?
Yep.
I don't think they're going to go 500 at this pace.
There's still a long season. But I think this does bring up the question, who's more to blame for this skid and their struggles? Is it Brad Ausmus, who a lot of people are giving hate to?
Yes.
Or is it the players?
Brad Ausmus.
Why is it Brad Ausmus?
Maybe it's Dombrowski's fault. I told you at the beginning of the season, when you can't score runs with this bullpen, and if your starters ain't producing, you're going to lose a lot of games. And that's on the players and Dombrowski. But to lose 8 in a row, that is on Ausmus. That's ridiculous. You don't lose 8 in a row being the Detroit Tigers. With all that money invested into the team, Justin Verlander is supposed to pitch tonight in Toledo. The dude makes $28 million a year. Sanchez is making, what, 15, 16, John, right? Get off your phone.
16 million
now sit
a
back.
season.
Now sit back and listen to me. That's a combined $44 million down the drain. That is ridiculous.
You know, I agree with you partly.
I've had it.
I can't go give all the blame to Ausmus, but I do agree with you that I think this is more Dombrowski, because when you have a quarter of your payroll tied up on the DL and Verlander and Victor Martinez, that's an issue. But the team clearly isn't hitting. Ausmus can't go out there and take at bats for all the players. I'll give you some stats over the last 7 days. Castellanos hitting 176.
Get him the hell out of there.
Cespedes hitting 238.
Call back up Brandon. Call Brandon Ninja up here.
Kinsler hitting 174.
Oh my God.
JD Martinez 261.
Get him out of here too.
Tyler Collins 222. James McCann 200.
There it goes.
Anthony Ghost He's hitting .087. The only guy who's hitting
Are
right
you
now.
serious?
Yeah. .087. And I mean, it definitely hurts that we don't have Rajay right now. And Miggy's really the only guy who's still hitting. But when you only have one guy hitting, I mean, they can just pitch around him all day long. And
oh my God.
yeah, you're right. The bullpen, I think we have been getting some out of Jabba and Soria. I think they've been put in bad situations.
Yes, especially Chamberlain.
The rest of the guys have,
That's
they're hit or
Ausmus's
miss.
fault.
How's that?
Ausmus leaves the starters in too long for one. Remember last Sunday when David Price was in against the Cardinals on ESPN?
Yeah.
The guy threw like 125 plus pitches. Loaded the bases up for Jabba Chamberlain to come in and blow it.
What did you want him to do though?
I don't know, man. That's the problem. Our bullpen's so bad, you don't know what to do. Where's Ian Kroll?
So how is that his fault though? I mean, he's not the guy who's making those decisions.
Ausmus is bringing those guys in. David Price was done, man. When the first guy got on base in the 8th inning, go listen, David, you're done.
But he doesn't have anybody to go to. That's Dombrowski. Dombrowski's not bringing in the bullpen.
I agree.
And you were saying it all before the season that they didn't have a bullpen.
Leyland took the guys out too early, and this guy's leaving them way too long. Way too long.
I think another issue is that Alfredo Simon is our best pitcher right now.
That is sickening. And I'm just waiting for him to go to Big Pasta to Big Noodle real quick.
He's got a 2.97 ERA. Price is just a little bit behind him, which is good for about 15th, 16th in the major leagues. But the rest of the guys,
I ain't gonna last.
They're
Shane
over.
Green,
They're
you're
over
a piece of
5.
dog dung.
I just don't see how you can blame Ausmus completely for it. And I think there's moves that he could have done differently, but I think he's doing whatever he can. He's just trying to do anything to win.
I'd fire the pitching coach right now. Who's it, Jeff Jones? They fired him once, fire him again.
And
they need to make a clear statement right here and right now. They're 500. They lose tonight, they're a game under 500 for the first time since what?
I was going to say
Hitler?
I was going to say, if you guys are going to start axing people, Dave Dombrowski already come out and said, hey, pump the brakes. We're not getting rid
We
of
ain't
Ausmus.
pumping nothing.
Listen, Joyner, I would say if you're going to make an obligatory axe, collectively as a unit, the Tigers are performing well under average. You might have to look at obligatory
No, the
fire
pitching coach.
Wally Joyner.
Why are you
hitting
going to
coach.
fire Joyner for?
He's the hitting coach of the team.
we need somebody to hit. Our guys aren't hitting.
They're not doing anything. They're losing, and they lost 8 games in a row. That's the problem.
We don't have anybody we don't have any backups.
Someone needs to be fired if they lose tonight. If they go under 500, someone needs to get fired.
I think we might actually see that.
I don't think we will. I think they're going to tank this year.
Ausmus.
That's the new Tigers.
If
It's
we
over.
were to fire Ausmus, who are we going to bring in? There's nobody we can bring in right now.
I don't know. Somebody that.
And I think
this guy is too soft, Jason.
This team though is built to win now. That's the mode that
No, they're not. They're garbage. They're built to lose.
the players
Look at that bullpen.
the players that they have, and at the beginning of the year, that's what they were thinking. They were in the win now situation. That's why we didn't go out and sign Max Scherzer again.
All right, Jason, you calm down. Your blood's starting to boil. You calm down right now. It's not that serious. We got to calm down. We got to calm down. Listen, I almost blew a hole in the wall last night. I was intoxicated, and I watched what happened, and I'm not happy about it. You're not happy about it. John's not happy about it over there on his phone.
I do have some
He's
good,
on his phone
I have some-
24/7.
I have some good news for you about the Tigers, though. There's still over 100 games left.
106.
So they're, what are they, one game behind 500 or ahead of 500 right now?
28.
So they're at 500.
Isn't that sickening?
So there's still a ton of games left to play. I'm not saying that these games don't matter at the end of the year, but what it is doing is it's setting up for those August, September months
So what if you're
to really mean something, and you're going to have to win those
What
games.
if you're 500 at the All-Star break? Do you get that relief help? Do you trade?
You have to trade somebody. You have to get something.
Who are they going to trade? Rajay Davis, he wasn't even playing.
I think
Did they send him down?
They may trade David Price because I think
He ain't resigning.
there's rumors that he may not resign. If
Who the hell would resign here? He trade his ass. You need to trade him.
I wouldn't be
And that
surprised.
Ryan Howard comment you made on your podcast, buddy, you should be ashamed of yourself. That guy couldn't hit a cigarette in a titty bar. You're sick. Ryan Howard, his body's dilapidated.
What was
you see
your-
how much? To Ryan Howard, how much money does he make a year? How much is he owed this year?
He's owed $60 million up until the end of next season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
But-
take that on.
what was your
My suggestion was, obviously, you can tell when you look at what's going on with the hitting.
The hitting's in a slump right now. That'll get together. You don't add that much money onto this problem.
You need a left-handed bat.
back.
You need a left-handed bat with potential to
That's
have some
disgusting.
power. And Ryan Howard's out there. He's not performing as well, but he's coming back. He's if you paid attention,
$60 million.
He's rejuvenated.
They
You
don't
know,
have a bullpen.
Philadelphia may take some of that money and
Philadelphia's
pay it.
garbage.
how old is he? Or do you know? Is he over 30?
I think he
Hell
might be
yeah,
right
he's
around
over
30.
30.
I'll look it up.
I want to take an old
I think
guy.
he's like 35. $60 million.
You know who would be nice to have
Listen
right now?
to this
Prince
guy
Fielder.
talk. Yeah, he makes too much money.
I
too.
think at the All-Star break, if we are at 500 and we're still in like third or fourth in the Central,
fourth.
I
Don't
think
you talk like that, dude.
you got the Twins who are playing out of their minds.
What's
I think
wrong?
they'll probably slump.
Yeah.
I think the Royals, they're not going away.
Can we
They have
just
a
say
great
Cleveland's
bullpen.
terrible? Okay.
They have good. I think they have good starting pitching. They haven't gotten a lot of help. They have they have a ton of guys who strike out. I mean, when we're coming up against a series with Cleveland, and I'm worried. Corey Kluber is ridiculous. That guy he throws strikes.
What, John?
He Ks people.
No, you guys are right. Howard's 35, but this year he's got 11 home runs, 27 RBIs. But yeah,
$60 million. We don't have a bullpen.
you need a left-handed bat. You need some left-handers
Jason,
to
do you
balance
want
this
Ryan
lineup
Howard
out.
or do you want bullpen help?
I want whatever's going to get us to win.
They're going to start hitting again. No, you don't worry about that, John.
I do trust our hitting to turn it around more than our bullpen to turn it around. But I mean, if we're at the All-Star break, like I was saying, we need to look at trading David Price to get something.
I think you're right.
I mean, what would you want to see us get? If you can get
Jason,
two pieces.
The thing is, right now, I don't know. I am blown away to what's going on right now. I'm so blown away. I'm blown away.
I mean, I think ideally in that position, Verlander would be coming back, so he would be the de facto ace again. And you probably trade away Price for bullpen help and a bat. You try to get both.
You got to get rid of David Price.
But probably what will happen, we'll probably trade away Price and we'll probably get some washed up bat and a draft pick.
I don't want a bat.
And we'll probably have to take on David Price's contract still. Oh, it's gonna be a rough ride here for the Tigers.
It's not good, man.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
If they go under 500, you got to fire Brad Ausmus, right?
No,
you can't have this going on.
I think he's been behind the 8 ball all year with Verlander and Vumart being hurt. He doesn't have any bullpen.
I don't like him.
They pretty much called up everybody who's good from AAA to just try and do something. They're trotting out Tyler Collins and Daniel Fields to try and do something because they're trying to wake up the bats.
Who are these guys?
Exactly. They're our top prospects.
Oh my God.
So
we're inches away from having Vito Jerome go up there and batting.
When you have a lineup that has Kinsler, Cabrera, JD Martinez, Victor Martinez, Yoenis Cespedes, you got David Price, Verlander coming back. When you have that roster, that's a team that's built to go to the postseason, to try and make a postseason run. If you fire Ausmus right now,
you can't fire him right now.
There's nobody that they're going to bring in who would change it.
I'm not saying fire Ausmus right now. I'm saying at the end of the year, if they're under 500, you fire the guy. You have too much money.
I think it would depend on how the season ends. If there is some controversy between players and people, like the players actually start speaking out about that, then I think it might be time for Ausmus to go. I'm not sure who you bring in, but I think it might be time to blow up the team.
It's blown up.
It is blown up. There's still 100 games, but we are in murky waters.
I'm sad. I'm sickened to what's going on. You know what's good about the Tiger fans though? Wow, is my mind rattled. They hold them to a higher standard than Lion fans. So God bless us for getting on Ausmus's ass. In his case, the guy's a jerk, and we're 500.
I'm gonna cheer you up, Vinny. After the break, we're gonna talk some Lions, and later we had Length of Girth coming up.
I forgot about that. We have Length of Girth and the Get Laid Bar.
So it's time to get happy.
Yeah, Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Doc here for DetroitSportsPodcast.com. Check out the hub of our Detroit Sports Podcast Network. Check out our website for all things Detroit Sports Podcast. You can download our weekly podcasts every Monday and Thursday. You can get great online deals 24/7. I know Jarvi and Stubbs love to save money. So if you're interested in great online deals, car rentals, tickets to all the sporting events around town, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. It's the free and easy way to support our project and to help us keep these 2 shows running and to potentially add more shows. DetroitSportsPodcast.com. If you like what you're listening to, go over to the website, click through those banner links, and help us continue to provide great sports content. We greatly appreciate it. And now back to the Motor City Sports Rant.
Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. Jason.
Vinny, everybody in Detroit can't go 15 minutes without talking about the Lions.
Oh, my God.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They're the toast of Detroit. Everybody loves talking about it. The OTAs, they're starting. And
Calm down. You're getting really excited.
I'm getting feel that butter getting rubbed over.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
John, can you get the hell off your phone, dude?
Dude, I'm making moves, making magic. I'm making moves for you guys.
We're talking about the Lions, OTAs. You're on the phone. Look, how long do we do this podcast? An hour? This guy's on his phone for 50 minutes.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Jason, the Lions.
Talking about the Lions, Jesus. But anyways, it's too early to tell, really. Everyone thinks they know what Stafford is. We know what we got in Calvin.
Yeah, we do know.
But with the draft and the free agency moves that we've made, we always wonder what group is going to need the most help. Mm-hmm. So, Vinny, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you could pick one of the positions on the Lions, any group that you could add one more player and that unit would be set, what unit would you want to fix?
Well, you sent me the text earlier yesterday when I was getting intoxicated, and I woke up this morning really early, and I did a lot of research.
I commend you for that.
Thank you. But there's a lot of holes on this team, first of all. And what I came up with at the end of the day is the linebacking core.
Yeah, DeAndre Levy.
Yeah, Levy. Levy's last year got 151 tackles. I did my research.
You got Steven Tulloch coming back.
Yeah, calm it down. I want you to calm down. This is my research, and this is what I came up with. I want you, Detroit, Chatter the Connect, and John Macaroon to listen to me right now. DeAndre Levy, 151 tackles last year with 2.5 sacks and a pick. In 6 years, 618 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 12 picks. Must re-sign. This is his contract year. He's going to have more than 151 tackles. Your boy Steven Tulloch before getting injured, and that was ridiculous, by the way, Steven Tulloch. No more jumping for you, buddy. 20 tackles and 2 sacks, but the guy's 30 years old. And Tahir Whitehead, 86 tackles and 2 picks. I mean, you got to think, in 2012, the guy had 10 tackles. 2013, he had 9 tackles. In 2014, dude, 85 tackles. He's owed $660,000 this year. This is his contract year, and he's going to have more than 85 tackles. You got to re-sign him, too. Besides that, Ashley Palmer is garbage. 12 tackles and a sack and a half. Josh Bynes, who the hell is that? I'd rather have Theo Gridiron in my linebacking core.
I wouldn't want Theo Gridiron anywhere near my team.
And the Mormon, Calvin Oy from BYU. Who the hell is he? What's going on here?
I agree. I think there are a lot of positions. You really can't go wrong with trying to fix one position. I think Levy, Tulloch, and Whitehead, those are going to be your starters. I'm not sure what we have in Van Oy. But if I had to pick one to get one player and fix that unit, I think it's got to be running back. Mm-hmm. And my argument would be that we haven't had a running game since Barry was here. And coincidentally, that was the last time when we won a playoff game. Yeah. He was here. He had a touchdown in that game.
I don't know. Scott Linehan's last year here, they can run the ball, couldn't they?
Barely. And I know there was the year when Bush and Joique Bell combined for...
Yeah, that was Linehan's last year.
It was one of the... But we don't have that one back who can come in and just dominate.
That's on their offensive line, Jason.
It's a combination. I think if you have... Our offensive line has gotten much more improved.
I agree. We'll see.
With Laken Tomlinson, Larry Warford.
We shall see.
Riley Reef. I mean, it's going to be serviceable. It's going to be able to block either running or passing. Joique Bell, he's serviceable. I think he's a good number 2 guy. He's a good change of pace guy. You bring in towards the goal line if you want to do that. Amir Abdullah, I think he's a big unknown. I know that you think he's just going to fumble the ball every time he touches it.
Machine for what I see.
Theo Riddick is a nice thought, but he's a third down back. He's a guy that you put in to catch balls out of the backfield.
He's nothing. He's a Tashard choice.
But when you look at a team like the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, he has time to run around because he has a good line, but also because people are accounting for Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch demands there to be 8 men in the box to stop him. They would have won that Super Bowl last year if they would have ran the ball. That's probably Russell Wilson's fault for not audibling, but
that's Pete Carroll's fault.
They were ready. They were ready to stop Marshawn Lynch, and that's what we need here. We need somebody to stop. And if you have 8 men in the box, I think that would free up time for Stafford. I think it would be better. Calvin, he'd probably still get double covered, but that means Golden Tate, he might be single covered.
Your boy McCullough should have been that guy. He'd like to smoke weed.
I wish.
The guy was a monster. He ruined his life.
He did. Maybe some of the other wide receivers that we have, Lance Moore, I'm still not sure if he's going to make the team.
Yeah, he will.
But
yeah, he will. Ryan Broyles is gone.
What it may open up, if you have 8 men in the box, maybe it frees up Ebron in the seams. And I think he needs to actually catch the ball.
He won't.
He needs
do
to
it.
catch the ball.
I'm telling you right
but
now,
it
he
may
won't do
open up seams for him.
He's not
He may
catching
be
anything.
on coverage with just like a linebacker.
Eric Ebron.
That's why we brought him in. That's what we brought him in, to create matchup problems. And I think there are other places that you can look to try and improve the team. D-line. I mean, I know you're unsure with Nada and Walker. And I think it would be good to shore up that. And you can also always argue that defensive back can use some help. But I think all those positions, they have people who I think can succeed. I think the running back is the one position where it's unsure of. Joik Bell, Amir Abdullah, Theo Riddick.
They'll never have a running game.
I'd almost bet anybody right now, and I'm not sure if you guys want to take this bet, that if we ever get a Lion running back who is a 1,000-yard rusher, that we would win a playoff game that year.
I disagree. John, don't you disagree? You disagree, right?
No, once you guys posed the question, my first thought is running back. All we need is a guy that can explode through the hole, get 4 to 5 yards of carry, that opens up the passing game. You definitely need to shore up the running game, 100%. I think that's the final piece. If you get a superstar running
Final
back,
piece, you got them going 7 and 9.
that because we don't have a running game. You got Joy.
You don't have a lot of things, dude.
But
You
no,
can't do that.
you don't. But you can't have Pro Bowlers at every position. The question you guys asked was, if you could shore up one position and the team would improve drastically, the defense, by all accounts, is going to be great. Terrell Austin's going to do a good job. If you shore up that running game, that offense would take off, and we could we can go from a 7-9 team to a 10-6, 11-5 team consistently. You help Stafford, you help the running game, you help the offense, and you help the defense. I agree with Jason.
They might have that this year.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Cowboys do this year. You know, they had DeMarco Murray.
Their offensive line is disgusting.
Their
They'll be
offensive line
fine.
is disgusting, but you're banking right now on Darren McFadden as your number 1, Joseph Randall as your number 2.
Oh, man.
I mean, their offensive line is disgusting, but I don't think Darren McFadden's gonna stay healthy.
No, I don't think
he's
so
gonna be
either.
out by week 2.
Disgusting.
And Joseph Randall he's another guy who has some troubles, doesn't he?
I don't know anything about him. Does that help your situation?
Right, and rolling out there Joik Bell and Amir Abdullah, does that scream roll up 8 guys to the box?
No, it doesn't.
It just says, hey, keep the 4-man front, and it's going to put more pressure on Stafford and the receivers. You need a guy that will force the defense to make adjustments. Right now, the running game, silent, dial tone.
Yeah, they're fine with letting Joik Bell get 7-8 yards because they're not going to be able to get it on 2nd or 3rd down. They'll probably go to a pass, and they'll be ready for it.
I can't wait for football.
It's
Tigers are
me
making
neither.
me nauseous.
You guys briefly touched on it, but the sessions that the media have gone to, Ebron, 5 and 6 drops of practice. He's not looked good. People are talking about it. Like, what the hell? The part that's open to the media, he's dropping balls in OTAs. You know what OTAs is? It's just me and you standing across from each other and throwing the ball.
All right,
How are you dropping 5 or 6 balls?
All right, you calm down.
It
Calm
pisses me
down.
off.
We're going to get out of here in a half hour. You calm down. You sit back there.
I can't take it.
That's what you get. We got one more year of Mayhew. You don't worry. You sit back there and you relax and go on Twitter.
One more year. Psh,
Mayhew's gone. You sit back and you relax. You enjoy the 7-9 season. Jason.
They're not going 7-9. You picked them to go 10-6.
On accident. I was feeling generous.
We went game by game.
Dude, Jason, listen to me. If the Tigers go 500, I'm going to be really pissed off. I'm getting really just pissed just thinking about it right now.
Let's see. The Tigers go 500. Lions go 8-8.
Oh, my God.
The Pistons.
What curse? There's a dark cloud over us. And when we do good, the refs screw us.
Yeah, Pistons will go 42 and or 41 and 41.
I'll take it.
And they'll make the playoffs probably at
You
41 and 41.
You give me 500 with that dilapidated squad. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with grease over here. 41 and 41. I'll take it.
I don't know. If and get the Lions actually suck, then the Pistons might be the most interesting team in the town.
I agree. That's sick.
But on to basketball.
Oh my God.
NBA Finals are going on. Did you watch Game 1?
Yeah, did I?
Dude, it was must-watch TV.
It's the best, worst NBA Finals matchup I've ever seen in my life.
We called it Cleveland Golden State. It was something that we actually predicted. It went right.
And props to the Motor City Sports Rant for getting that right. You better listen on Podomatic and Stitcher and all the other great platforms that we're on, dominating the airwaves and the internet. Before you go on Brazzers, I want you to do me a favor first. I want you to go on DetroitSportsPodcast.com and give it a listen and like it and chat about it amongst friends while having a tasty cold ice cold frozen beverage.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed now, but I worked it. You guys are now on the front page of the Detroit Sports Nation website. Prime spot, DetroitSportsNation.com.
They got you guys on the front page.
No, you guys now are too. You
Those
guys
savages. Thank you.
Ooh, Detroit Sports Nation, thank you.
God bless your hearts.
Shout out to them. And also,
we should be on the front page.
you definitely, that's right. That's why I worked at it. And you front page,
God
Prime
bless your
spot.
heart.
We are a featured podcast, and you can go to their podcast page as well. If you're not going to Detroit Sports Podcast, definitely check out DetroitSportsNation.com.
You might want to
Showing
check
us
out
love.
that Detroit beard collection, too, because your beard's getting a little out of control over there. I see a little gray and ridiculousness over there.
That's because I read your
He's an
text
old
on Friday.
man.
I read Vinny's text on Friday night. They just automatically go gray.
What, I'm going to be hungover? I was very responsible last night. I didn't drive, and I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So.
I know. I was expecting to come in here and you not have anything.
What do you mean?
When I got the
I had
text,
2 weeks off.
You said hungover. I was like, okay, it's going to be an interesting show.
No,
but
I
it
wouldn't do
is an
that.
interesting show in a good way.
I wouldn't do that to you guys.
So I was watching Game 1, and I hate LeBron, and I hate Cleveland.
And you hate his hairline, and you hate everything about Cleveland.
But he's carrying the team right now.
It's just him. I feel bad for him.
It sucks, but he deserves it. I mean,
He does deserve
what
it.
he
And God
gets.
bless your heart for saying that. Yes, he absolutely does 100% deserve this.
He's the only way that they win this series.
Yes.
LeBron James.
Absolutely.
Kyrie Irving, they just announced he's going having surgery. He's going to be out the rest of the
You're
series.
kidding me.
Yeah.
Golden State won.
It's LeBron. It's the LeBron James show right now. It's LeBron James with Matthew Dellavedova.
I was telling people
and
in
J.R.
March that Golden
Smith.
State was going to win the whole thing, and they thought I needed to be drug tested, which they were probably right at the time. But now I'm looking like a genius.
LeBron played 46 minutes in this game.
Really?
He went off.
Oh my God.
He had a game, but he also jacked up a ton of shots too. And he probably could have had a better shot at the. They could have won that game at the end of it.
Why are they spacing the games out so much?
I don't know. I think there was a good tweet out there where it was Kyrie Irving will have a good time to recover in the offseason between game 1 and game 2.
I wonder if LeBron James' hairline is going to recede like by Sunday.
You know, with LeBron played 46. Steph Curry, he played the most for Golden State with 43 minutes, but everyone else was under 40 minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
They have a deeper bench. And
Golden State, they just have an all-around better team.
And that's LeBron. If it was LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, it would be an interesting matchup because it would be those 3 stars against the whole of Golden State.
Where do you got the series at?
I'm not sure if
I got Golden State in 5. They win game 3, and that's it.
if the Cavs somehow do pull off the win and they win this, I don't think anybody else on that team should get a championship ring.
LeBron.
They should just give all the rings to LeBron James.
Exactly. And they got to fire their head coach, that black guy. He's an idiot. Steve Kerr outperforms that guy, and it's not even close.
And
LeBron is literally the coach and the superstar of that team.
As much as I hate Cleveland, I think it'd be good for the city. Much like it would be wonderful for the Lions to win a Super Bowl.
Dude, listen. Whoa, calm down. Pull the cord.
I'm just saying that it would be similar because Cleveland hasn't had a championship, in like 40 years?
It's like 1968 or something, 64.
So, it'd be great for them, but
I enjoy watching them lose.
Don't
you?
I do.
It's so neat.
It's because I hate LeBron.
I like him more now that he went back to Cleveland, but he is a prick. And shame on LeBron and his hairline.
Warriors are too deep.
I can't believe Golden State and Cleveland's relevant. That's crazy. We're getting old.
The guy that I wanted to bring to the Pistons, Draymond Green.
I want him to.
I wasn't sure about him.
I don't know
in
why
game
he was
1.
shooting so many threes. I thought that was a little ridiculous. Shame on you for doing that. You're not listen, no. Get in the paint and do your job.
In a previous podcast, I'm still all for Draymond Green, but he definitely looked off in game 1.
Yeah.
And if we do need him to be like a quality one of our main guys,
right?
He'll be great as a defender guy, as like the third or fourth guy on a team. But I don't know.
Is Steph Curry not the second coming of Jesus? That guy is an absolute monster.
He wasn't on his point in game 1 though.
Man, towards the end of the second quarter, he was starting to get it together.
He did. He had some big shots.
That first half was so sloppy.
Yeah.
Thank God I had just Labatt Blues up the wazoo.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
I want to
take
say
it.
that they started like 3 for 15 or something from shooting.
Oh my God!
And all their points were from free
so
throws.
bad, Jason. Why can't they be playing tonight? I have nothing to do.
Now, a point that was brought up, I don't know if you guys talked about it. Do you guys blame the Cleveland coach Blatt for playing Kyrie Irving so
I
many
blame
minutes?
him for everything that goes wrong with that organization.
Because
that guy's terrible.
Kyrie was dropping points. I think he had 23 points. had LeBron made the shot at the end of the game, there would be no overtime, there would be no injury. But a lot of people are talking like, wow, Blatt potentially significantly impaired Kyrie Irving for the future by rolling him out there, playing him that many minutes. And also, I feel cheated, man. I sat and watched game one, and Kyrie Irving's out. That game one, was back and forth. It was an intense game. It really brought back joy of basketball. And now that Kyrie's out, it's kind of like a deflating moment. I was like, oh, man.
You still got LeBron, though, so you can still watch it.
You can still watch it, but with LeBron and Kyrie, game one was amazing. It got super high ratings. I feel cheated, and I just wish Kyrie didn't get hurt. It kind of puts a damper on what could have been an all-time great series. I thought it could go 7 strong games. Now everyone's saying 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, and another thing, the NHL Finals, I wish the Rangers would have got in. That would have been so much cooler. Listen, I got new shoes, by the way, because you guys want to barbecue me for coming in your shoeless. So I figured I'd just throw that in there real quick.
Play the game. It's the NBA Finals. Are you going to tell me that you're not going to play your all-star player? Injuries happen for less. And the injury that he did, he just cut hard, and it happens.
He
it
should
happens
play through that, right?
I mean, look at the Dante Fowler for the Jags. He blows out his knee within the first 40 minutes of practice.
Guy that got drafted first round?
Yeah. Anything can happen at any time. And in sports today, knees are the biggest thing. They get blown out easily. You don't need a ton to have a torn ACL. We never heard about torn ACLs in the past. I mean, it really is something that has come in like the last 5 or 6 years where there's just a ton of torn ACLs. I mean, I think one of the first torn ACLs that I remember Jamal Anderson. He was one of the first guys that I remember tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Tom Thibodeau over in Chicago basically got broomed out, got fired after having success for playing his players too much, for riding them, and for being a guy that rode his players in practice. Kyrie Irving, everyone said he was only 75, 80%. He played well over 40 minutes. Maybe if you had limited him, he may not have...
shut up.
Hey,
it's the
he may not have
NBA
been hurt.
Finals, man. What are you talking about?
So what's vacation of America? You're playing a game. You're putting a ball into a basket.
No
and
kidding.
You're getting paid millions of dollars to do it.
Who are you preaching to? I agree with you.
But you also got to think about the future. Just the saying, they may not win this year, but if Kyrie's not the same guy, you may not be able to win in the future. I think Cleveland's set up. If they bring back Love, if they can convince him not to go out to L.A., take the deal, stay in Cleveland, you got a chance to, in the next couple of years, win maybe 1 or 2 more titles.
L.A. who? Clippers?
Lakers.
Kyrie is not the future. The guy, he's always hurt. Before LeBron came, he was always hurt. He was hurt in Kentucky.
Jason's
Calm
guys
down,
are
Jason. You
fragile.
calm down.
I'm mad.
Relax. Take a deep
I'm
breath and say
spitting
what you're gonna
angry.
say.
Jason's thumbs down on Kyrie Irving. Wow.
Play the game, seriously.
He tore his ACL.
No, Kyrie broken kneecap. He didn't tear his ACL.
You play the game,
Come back.
please, so I can watch the NBA Finals in peace.
Now, and I was looking at this at the series. It does kind of remind me of Pistons Lakers in 2004.
Yes, it does. I was thinking the same thing.
Because you got the Pistons who are a complete team. They play good defense and they do enough on offense. The Lakers, when
It's like without Shaq, though.
yeah, well, the Lakers when they were down, Kobe Bryant tried to take over that series and it didn't work
No, it didn't.
because we let him get his and we just played our game. And that's what the Warriors are going to do. I think Warriors are going to win. I think you think Warriors are going to win.
Oh, in 5 games.
John, what do you think?
Sorry, what was the question again?
God damn! Get off the phone,
Get off
John.
your phone, dude.
Vinny told you.
It's like the 5th
You
time
go
I've
take
told
a
you.
lap.
That's right.
Take your shirt off.
Get your ass off your phone. Twitter sucks.
Are the Warriors going to win?
Yeah, of course. Now I have to say it. Of
How
course
many
they're gonna
games?
Win. They're going to win probably in 4.
They're going to sweep them.
Sweep.
All right.
Big
You shouldn't
prediction
even ask
by the
them that.
doc.
They're not going to sweep them.
He's probably going to go back on his phone, but we're going to take another break.
Yes, we are.
When we come back, we got Length or Girth.
Length or Girth.
We're going to go around the country in sports.
Country and sports.
And the Get Laid Bar of the Week.
Get Laid Bar of the Week on Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
I'm off my phone here to tell you guys how to follow the crew here at the Detroit Sports Podcast. Follow us to interact on Twitter at Detroit Podcast. You can follow Jason at Jarvi the King, Vinny at Vinny Stubbs if he doesn't decide to delete it before the end of this podcast.
It's gone.
You can follow the Jock at Adam R. Strauss. Definitely give us a follow. We have great sports debates during all the games. We definitely interact with all the followers and listeners. We greatly appreciate those who are downloading this podcast every Monday and every Thursday. We can't do this without you, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you for finding us on iTunes, on Stitcher, at the Detroit Sports Nation website, on Podomatic, thank you. There should be no reason why you don't download this great podcast. Hear the great takes from Vinny and Jason and Doc and Jock every single Thursday with great guests and phone calls. Detroit Sports Podcast Network, we want to interact with you. Thank you. Find us on social media. Also, finally, you can check out our Instagram page at Detroit Sports_podcast. You should be able to find us on social media. Definitely check in on us. We're bringing great sports content in a unique way, not found anywhere else. You can listen to other podcasts, that's fine, but you're not going to find two better podcasts than the Motor City Sports Rant and Doc and Jock on the Detroit Sports Podcast Network. Now back to Jarvi and Stubbs on the Motor City Sports Rant.
Motor City Sports Rant, Detroit Sports Podcast.com. Jason Jarvi.
Before we get into length of girth, I got a quick question to ask both of you guys.
Okay.
So we're technically in the media, in sports media.
I'm not.
Now with the finals,
I don't
I'm
wanna
sure people have all seen Steph Curry and his daughter,
wonderful.
Riley Curry. He's brought her to some press conferences. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that's inappropriate, or do you think that, whatever, he's a father, he's trying to share it with his daughter?
Yeah, I guess I kind of don't care. I'm not trying to be a jerk to you. I just don't care. Do you care?
I don't care either. I mean, it's not like that he's not answering the questions.
Right.
He's still going out there. I think it's a good thing to see a guy being a father. The NBA is probably they're setting a good example for what like NFL is.
Yeah.
I mean, Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice, they have the worst PR right now.
Can you imagine Adrian Peterson at a press conference with the kid that he beat? So great. But like a what's that thing that sponsors the NFL? The with the two hands.
Oh yeah, the United Way.
United Way, with like United Way shirts on.
So I mean, I think the NBA is really showing. It shows that the NBA, it's a good father figure. I think it's great for them.
The NBA doesn't care.
John, what do you think? Because I know that there are some people out there in the media who they say that it's inappropriate that they're there doing their job and that they should have him for that time.
That is kind of nonsense. The kid shouldn't be there, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, the only issue you people that can really have a point is it's kind of late in the evening and the kid really should be to bed, because if you think about it, they're not getting home,
dude.
They're not getting home till late. I don't have no problem with it. I think it's cute.
About this.
I think the pictures are great. I think she's cute, and it adds something new to the press conferences. I have no problem with it.
What player is this?
Steph Curry's daughter.
Curry.
And
yeah.
You've seen a lot of kids now. Derrick Rose brings his son up there. I have no problem with it.
Steph Curry's a good dude. He
So
really is.
I think it's great that we're actually seeing good role models from athletes.
You know what caught my attention, though? The Draymond Green Beats commercial, where I was laughing. I tweeted about it. That was funny. He's like, why do I got to answer this? And just kind of walked off. And I was like, what an interesting commercial and a way to kind of slap the media and just be like, listen, this is what I view you. And I really do believe athletes in their mind view the media that way. And it's kind of a wrong message to send, because...
Well, can you imagine busting your ass off and have a bunch of dorks with microphones in your face?
But the media is basically the conduit from you to the fans.
It's part of the job.
And they're going to ask some dumb questions. Just give good answers and don't worry so much about,
It's the same answers every time.
Yeah, it is. And I do think, though, there's only a 10-minute cool-down period. I think in the NBA, maybe if you want it, maybe extend it out to like 15, let them cool down a little bit more. But I do believe that there is a need for the media, and there is a need not to, do so much PR for the teams and to ask the questions that people want to know.
Ask better questions too, like what titty bar are you going to tonight? Where you?
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get your credential renewed.
Where are you getting
Vinny.
your weed?
That's a good one. Vinny. That's a good one.
I'm serious.
Oh,
I mean, maybe not to that extent, but ask some better questions.
On that note, let's do it.
What?
You know what time it is.
Each other?
Oh, no.
Oh, you mean length or girth?
I think we've lost count of length or
It's
girth.
15. It's always one less than the episode.
Yeah,
wait,
but
it's
they didn't
14
do it
because me and
yet.
you were going.
Now it's
last
two
week.
less.
I
Yep.
think we need to stop keeping count, though.
It's like Soria's save average.
I'm done keeping count.
We've blown 2 length or girths.
Just like Soria.
And
So
John's blown
Let's
multiple
get
lengths
into
and
it.
girths.
Get into it. Come on.
All right.
Without length or girth.
All right. Length or girth. First question on the 14th edition of Length or Girth. Jason the Jarvi. Jason the King Jarvi. First question. The Tigers, 28-28. They look like absolute garbage, lost 8 in a row. Everybody on the team is playing like they just found out that they are battling cancer. It's ridiculous. And I feel censored to what I can say. Length or girth, Tigers losing streak, Jason?
I think they need to win
They
one of
do?
these next. They need to win one of these next 2 games because they do have a rough schedule coming up. They got the Cubs, they got John Lester, they got the Indians after that. They need to win one of these games against the White Sox.
Oh my
Otherwise, it might be length. I'm gonna go girth.
Do you know the pitching matchup tonight? I'll look it up. You're going
I
girth.
think it's John Danks.
John Danks is pretty good.
He's been good in the past. I think he's probably the one guy that we need to actually get some hits off of.
Right.
But I mean, when we're getting into John Lester and Corey Kluber and
Oh my God.
whatever the other guys from Cleveland, we need to win this game.
Absolutely. I agree.
I'm gonna go girth, but with a possibility of length.
What would length be? Like 5 more games? Is that length 4 more games? 3 games?
Length might be till the next podcast.
Well, I got good news for you. I'm going girth, and they're going to snap it tonight. So by Monday, they'll already have won. David Price is pitching tonight.
Bingo.
2.91 ERA, 4-2. The guy's an absolute studly monster. Girth, they win tonight. 29-28. And Ausmus, you're not fired yet. Listen, but he will be soon because the second question on length or girth. Your boy, Brad Ausmus, is manager. Go.
I mean, are you talking about?
Length or girth, his tenure. Is he gone after this year?
I'm gonna go length. I think he's gonna get at least another year.
Okay.
He's still a young coach.
Okay.
I think there's been a lot of injuries, been a lot of issues.
Yeah,
You get this off season. Hopefully Dombrowski does some stuff in the bullpen.
better.
So I'm gonna go length.
Really? That's funny because I want to go girth. He's fired this year, and they go 5 games under 500. No one respects him. The guy's a jerk. I don't ever see him getting upset, and I don't ever see him. The guy's he's got no emotion, and I want a guy with emotion. My God,
Yeah, I do think that is an issue with him.
it is. I can't stand it. He's too cool and relaxed. It's pissing me off.
He's all business.
Well, stop being all business and get mad. You're so good looking. Get pissed. Because I'm pissed that you're not pissed.
Flex those walks.
And he's pissed too. Jarvy's pissed. And even though this guy, he's on his phone 24/7, he's pissed. This guy's got 2 phones over here. Why? You're sick. Third and final question, King. Anibal Sanchez. He's 3-7. ERA of 5.69. The guy looks just absolutely terrible. Garbage. Out of 12 starts, he's 3-7. Oh, dude. Anibal Sanchez in starting rotation. Length or girth?
I mean, I think in the starting rotation, I go length because we don't have any other options.
I agree.
I think he's going to continue to struggle because I haven't seen anything this season to show that he's really improved.
3-7, dude.
I mean, last year he gave up 4 home runs.
You had him win in
And-
15 games, if I remember correctly.
I did. Something like that.
At minimum,
I mean,
15 games.
and that's what I was.
And you had Verlander winning about 18 games.
Yes, I did. Which
Relax.
I still think Verlander's going to come back, and he'll be serviceable for us. He'll make up for what Sanchez is lacking.
Right.
But he's going to be in the starting rotation at the end of the year. You know, unless we can trade him. I mean, we're pretty much stuck with him. Unless
Yeah.
we're going to drop him.
My God. I'm going length. Like Jason just said, there's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to send him down? What, is Verlander coming back?
You can have Buck Farmer or Kyle Ryan be the starter.
Oh my God, I'll take Kyle Ryan over Buck Farmer. Buck Farmer.
You take either of those guys over Anibal Sanchez, though?
If Verlander comes back, yes. To get Anibal Sanchez back to normal, whatever the hell that means, yes. That does it right there for length or girth, seriously.
Length or girth.
Yes, length or girth.
So let's hit a few topics around the country in
I
sports.
gotcha.
It's Saturday today.
Oh my God, is she hideous? Go ahead, Jason.
It's Saturday today, and it's the running of the Belmont.
Right.
And American Pharoah going for a triple crown.
There you go.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Do you think American Pharoah? You think he's gonna pull it off, or what do you think?
I think no. The reason why is American Pharoah has run the whole circuit, and the Belmont has this unusual rule, and they've had it for a while now. A horse can take a month off and can show up and be fresh. That's why we haven't seen a triple crown since the late 70s. That's why. Because the fresh horse can get in there and take care of business. What's so funny?
I don't know.
Fresh horse. What does horse bring about some interesting thoughts for you?
No. I wonder what horse has the biggest penis.
And I knew you were thinking that. I knew that's what you were thinking.
Calm down.
No, everyone, it's a great story. I know people that have flown out there, Saturday morning to go check it out. People want it so bad, but it's not going to happen. Thumbs down.
Fresh horse.
Horse.
I do think it's unfair that you can have a horse run the Kentucky Derby, and if they lose, they get to sit out the next race. And then when you have horses who have this chance to do something that horses used to do.
What, eat hay? Now they're on steroids?
But
Could you imagine like some idiot from ESPN interviewing a horse? That's where we're going. That's what we're getting.
I think
There's a
it's
bunch of microphones around his penis.
The Belmont is also it's the longest track that they run. It's a deeper sand. I think it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough for Pharoah to get the Triple Crown. I'm gonna hold out hope though that he does do it. Vinny, what do you think?
American Pharoah, how much running have you done this week? Really? American Pharoah, how big is her wiener? Wow! Did you defecate it all today? Oh, wow, back to you.
So is that a Triple Crown victory or is that a not?
I'm going to go say he wins a Triple Crown because you know why? Because his name's American Pharoah. He hasn't been interviewed at all this week. He's done a lot of preparation. He's ate a lot of hay, and he's just
And
there.
carrots.
And he's defecated more than usual, more than average. And you listen to me right here. This horse knows what it takes to win the race. Yeah, I read his Twitter account. He's ready. He's been working out all week.
What does the last tweet say?
Can't wait to retire and stud.
He was taking the tour of Belmont, and he was disgusted at what he's seen and all the other horses doing drugs, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer before the race. American Pharoah takes his race very serious, and he's going to prevail. Triple Crown, Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
We got Hawks Lightning.
Yes, we do.
Game 2 is tonight. Hawks are up 1-0. What do you think? Do you think the Hawks pull it out, or is Stevie Y and the Lightning gonna make a comeback?
I so want Tampa Bay to win for Stevie Yzerman. I do. They're a young team. Bishop played well versus
Who's more
us.
garbage, Bishop or Crawford?
Oh, man.
Crawford.
I agree.
Exactly. But Chicago, they've been a great team since the salary cap era. Kane and Taves, just a great combination. They came back. I mean, what team down 1-0 on the road, do you still have confidence in? Chicago's never out of a game. They can score at will. I think it's going to be a great series. But in the end, Chicago hoists the Stanley Cup. Third time since 2010. Chicago.
Yeah, I think Chicago wins too. I hate rooting for Chicago, but I'd rather see them win than Tampa Bay win.
Really?
Personally,
Why?
yeah. Because Chicago they're a hockey town.
Right.
The people of Tampa Bay, they're not hockey people. They're upset because
No, they're not. I agree with you.
they're upset because they had to cancel the Garth Brooks concerts. It's ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, they had to cancel Garth Brooks concerts, and they would have made more money if they would have had those concerts than they had to play the Stanley Cup Finals.
You're kidding me.
No.
I want them to sweep them.
So-
4-0. End of discussion.
Let's just
That's disgusting. You got the Rays and you got Garth Brooks and the Buccaneers with Winston Justice. Jameis Winston. My God, he's going to throw 35 interceptions this year, and he should because you want Garth Brooks. I hate Tampa Bay and Chicago, but I want Chicago to sweep them.
And the other big thing that's starting this weekend is the Women's World Cup.
I'm out of this.
Soccer, United States.
If they did it naked, I'd watch.
Do they win? Are they going to win in Canada? Are they going to get their first World Cup championship since 1999?
Oh, they haven't won it since 99. That's how much I know. I know I've watched it.
John the Phone Macaroon.
I peek in on U.S. women's soccer, but I remember the last one was versus Japan. They went to the extra game. I watched it.
How do you know?
Because I sat and watched it. I'm a soccer guy. I remember now.
sick.
That's about
it's
it.
the World Cup.
It's the World
Everybody
Cup.
can watch the
I
World
remember
Cup.
it went to Japan, and then I think some weird stuff started
it was a
happening.
penalty kick.
Penalty kicks. Yes, I watched it. But since then, I know of nothing. I know of Hope Solo's drama with her boyfriend.
Oh, her butthole looks terrible.
Hope Solo has some issues. I think she's still on the team. But I'm going to peek in now. I'm going to double down and actually check it out.
Her butthole is mangled.
Do they win it? Let's go for it. Why not? USA all the way.
Yeah, I wanna see them win just because I want a victory for America.
What day is that?
It starts today.
Oh my God, that's funny because I'm going to watch it at the Get Laid Bar of the Week. Late Bar of the Week, Hamlin Corner, 386 North Main Street, Royal Oak. Known for its outstanding pizza, wings, and craft beers. Listen to me. 4-to-1 women to dude ratio. And the women that go there, the women that go to these bars in general in that area, they just dress like they have money. Trust me, I know. Grow some balls and walk up to the sexiest hog and say, Vinny Stubbs sent me here. Chances are she's going to shun you if you do say that. And if you get rejected like I do 90% of the time, push on and find another hog. Start your week off right and treat your wiener to a delightful Hamlin Corner. We got a new field reporter out here, and he's going to start testing out the Get Laid Bar of the Week. Former porn star, OG Mudbone. Welcome, OG Mudbone, to the Motor City Sports Rant, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go live to OG Mudbone from the Hamlin Corner. OG. Oh! 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 Thank you, OG. God bless you. Jason.
No, it was good being a week off. I'm going to be gone next week.
Going out to L.A. Before you guys end it,
Who's
though,
going to L.A.?
Me.
Are you serious?
the king.
Find
Vinny,
us some Get Laid Bar of the Weeks in Los Angeles.
Oh, well, try.
Vinny, you teased it. What happened with Pete, the 21-year-old virgin? He looks
Oh
like
my
he's a
God!
girl.
He told me he was going to come in, and he's not coming in.
What happened?
I
Did you
wanted
get
to
laid yet?
No, I wanted to talk to you first before I came. I brought the guy in, but he had stuff to do anyway. Said, you guys think I didn't do a good enough interview with him? I'm going to bring him in and let two professionals interview the guy.
There you go.
You understand me? We're
Okay.
going to get a better,
Maybe
thorough
2
understanding
weeks.
of why Peter, the 21-year-old,
So the streak continues for Pete.
I can't even go on social media without other people. I had to delete that too. He calls me, hey man, you think you could delete the picture? I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, please, I love you. I'm like, whatever, I deleted it. I can't put anything on social media. Everyone's upset, so I'm going to delete my Twitter. Take that.
So we
man.
got Pete coming back.
Take that, Detroit.
Maybe we'll bring some other guests in. But
Yeah,
for episode 16
16.
of the Motor City Sports Rant,
Motor City Sports Rant.
I'm Jason Jarvi.
And I'm Vinny Stubbs, Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Okay, nice idiot. F you. Bye-bye.
Good day, sir. I said good day.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Loser.